Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Whatever time it is, wherever you are on God's beautiful earth, I hope you're doing well. I am very pleased that you decided to join me for another Blockbuster Pizza Party Friday night. I might I might maybe change the name, maybe just do a Pizza Party Friday nights. I don't know. Saying the whole thing is a little bit long-winded, plus got to be scared of getting sued by Blockbuster for that, right? So in any event, yeah, tentatively maybe it's just Pizza Party Friday nights, or we could call it like Nostalgia Pizza Party Friday nights or something like that. But in any event, glad to see you're back. Hope you're having a good day. If you are tuning into this on Friday as it's being released, hope you had a good week. Hope you're ready for the weekend. I know I am. Here we are. We're playing Call of Duty Finest Hour. If you're new to the channel, I'm Saved Zillennial. We just do a lot of video game content. I would encourage you to check out some of my backlog of stuff. I should have a good few episodes. We release three a week. We've got our Minecraft relaxation blocks on Monday, where we just build a little homestead in Minecraft. We have Wildcard Wednesdays. Basically, that's just us playing like mostly sort of like ambient, like mystery. Maybe not quite horror, but like mystery, suspense. I mean, it's definitely the series that we just wrapped up is Lost in the Woods, our Minecraft hardcore survival horror mod pack. Um, yeah, that if you tuned into that earlier this week, you saw how that went. Next week we've got a brand new series. I've got a couple of ideas for different games. Um, and I'm gonna make it a surprise for you, so you'll have to tune in, hit that notification bell so that you are up to date on all the stuff that we're doing. If you are new here, I mean, it's kind of up to you. You can stick around and watch this part of the playthrough. This is our fifth episode, so we've got four other ones where we're playing through Finest Hour. Right now we're playing as British special operatives in WW Deuce, fighting against some Nazis in North Africa. So that's been pretty fun. Um, we've died a couple of times. I've redone this specific objective a few times, so I'm hoping that I can get it done this time. We might have to do what I did with the tank mission from a couple episodes ago, if you remember that. I had to skip. I had to pause and go forward on that one because it just I kept getting blown up by planes. If you were there, if you were there, you had to have been there. But in any event, let's just dive right back into it. Yeah, this is one of those games for those of you who are new to the channel, or if you've just kind of forgotten since it's been quite a minute since our first episode. This was the first Call of Duty game that I ever played way back in the day. I was probably like, gosh, maybe 9 or 10 when I got this game, maybe 8 years old. I've had my GameCube for, gosh, a long time. I'm pretty confident in saying that it was my 8th birthday when I got my GameCube, which, for those of you who have tuned into the first episode, you will have seen my setup for recording this, which it is my original GameCube from way back in the day. So that's pretty fun. Oh, holy cow. Oh, I don't have any health packs. I gotta get out of here. Nope, nope, nope. I was foolish and I forgot that there's supposed to be some... Oh, there is a little med kit over here that I should have grabbed before I started in on this. It's been a bit since I played, so, you'll have to forgive me. Oh, man. I'm kind of getting back into the hang of the controls. For anybody who's played, like... Especially if you've played Call of Duty Finest Hour, leave a comment. Leave a comment down below so that we can all share in the nostalgia. But if you've played this game, you will know that it is the controls are not great. But I mean, if you can get used to it, it's clunky, but it's not horrible. We talk about in a couple of our episodes with this that the controls almost kind of make it a little bit more realistic. You have to be really deliberate with your movements. You can't be lollygagging. You can't be getting blown up. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, it's a different philosophy. Oh, uh-oh. I'm totally gonna die right here. I'm betting you right now. It's a different design philosophy with how they were making these games, way back when, Um, on a certain level, I have a feeling that they maybe kind of understood the limitations of the systems, and that's why, like, if you remember in one of our previous episodes, we looked through the actual game guide that it came with, you know, back from a time when video games actually came with guides, and oh, whoops, oh, come on, come on, come on. We looked through the game guide, and the game guide itself actually tells you, like, hey, you know, you're going to want to slow down, you're going to want to take your time, you know, don't be crazy. So you know when the actual game guide is telling you to play it a certain way, it's probably that it was designed to be played that way. I'm supposed to blow up this... I'm supposed to blow that up so that they stop coming in. Oh, and I died. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, let's try that one more time. This will probably be the last time I try it. If I die again here, well, I don't know. We'll just have to see. We'll see. Freaking Jerry's all over me, guys. Fritz is all over me. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? Do we want to... Can I, like... I wonder... I'm gonna waste all my grenades trying to huck one into that window. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know if it would be appropriate to say that this is like this game is like a good representation of the quality of controls on GameCube, because I mean, like, honestly, there's a lot of other games that, like, the controls really aren't this bad. It's just, I think that there's something unique about the first-person shooter genre. Like, there's, you know, a specific way that they're intended to be played, and just specific types of controls and everything like that. And it's just kind of tough on older hardware. I don't know, I haven't played a lot of, like, older first-person shooters, so I don't really know if this is, like, if these issues are, like, prevalent in other FPS games from the era. I think if I remember correctly, this specific game came out in 2004. So I'm trying to think, I don't really know what other FPS games would have been around at the time. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I might have to get rid of this Sten gun, dude. This thing is just not doing me any favors. Okay, I'm getting out of here. I gotta freaking reposition myself here. Oh my gosh, guys. Jeez. I thought that this Lee Enfield rifle was kind of like meta because it has like 10-shot capacity, but it honestly kind of sucks because it doesn't seem like it does as much damage as the other bolt actions like the Kar 98s or the Mosins. Well, okay. Well, how about this? I'm not going to dilly-dally. I'm going to pause the recording real quick because I'm sure that you are getting just as tired of this level as I am. But let me go ahead and pause. Let me get to the other side of this, and we will pick back up here in just a moment. Okay, future me here, back again. We finally blew up that freaking hole. It only took me like 3 more tries. Oh my gosh. But anyways, I found a Bren gun, which is pretty fun, so let's just dive right back into it. Yeah, I ditched both the Enfield and I ditched the freaking Sten for a Bren and an MP40, but I ran out of ammo for the MP40. The Bren is pretty good though. Wow. Yeah. Nothing to be said about my accuracy though. Okay, picked up some health. I mean, I'm walking over these MP40s that are on the ground here, and I'm not getting any ammo from them, which is kind of a little goofy in my opinion. Freaking Sten gun. Am I going to have to take a Sten? Oh, I can't. It's not even letting me pick them up. Jeez. Okay, this is an escort mission, which is awful. If this guy dies again, I'm going to be pissed, dude. Oh, Stukas, get down. I remember in the last episode, like right before we finished recording, that guy died like right away, and I was so frustrated. This time around, if I can't keep him alive like this one time, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna pause and then just like finish it. Escort missions are so freaking annoying, like it's just not even funny. But I have a machine gun this time, so I can literally just mow these guys down. I don't know where the other guy is. I better just stay next to him. Because it seems like he went this way. Oh, there he is. He's right there. Okay. Yeah, you just relax right there, buddy. You keep, clipping into the wall. I'll take care of all these Germans. Replacement or reinforcements have arrived. Plant explosives on the German half-track. Yep, I remember that. Nice. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, get out of the way, buddy. Get out of the way, buddy. You freaking idiot. He didn't just die, did he? Fudge, man. Holy crap. Well, stay away from here, dude. Woof, holy cow. Got to get underground now. Well, come on then. Get out of here. Naughty, naughty, naughty Germans. What? Well, I'm going, man.
It's about time you chaps showed up.
Well, we had a few errands to run.
Yeah, no kidding. Jeez.
Hey, Lyle, were you just gonna leave me out there?
Well, hey, there we go. I'm impressed that we were able to rescue the guy.
1944, in the battle to regain their Russian homeland, the Red Army crushes the German pocket at Stalingrad. marking the first major defeat of Hitler's army. On June 6th, D-Day, the Allies stage a massive sea and air invasion on the Normandy coast that will soon lead to a full-scale retreat of Germany's once powerful armies across France and Belgium. Inspired by this success, British Field Marshal Montgomery devises a plan he insists will end the war by Christmas, codenamed Market Garden. With momentum on their side, the Allies attack Germany's industrial heartland from the north, attempting to outflank the powerful Siegfried Line, intending to drive on to Berlin. But Montgomery's plan fails miserably when the final bridge across the Rhine cannot be secured. Painful defeat and staggering losses destroy all hope for an early end to the war, and surviving Allies are ordered back to France. Fortunately, by October, with the Siegfried Line finally breached from the west, the Americans prepare for the capture of Aachen, a city destined for the dubious distinction of being the first major German city to fall to Allied forces.
Ooh. The audio kind of glitched. There was like still some fire going on. Hopefully you could hear that. Did we just finish the British already? Nice. It took forever to finish the Russian part, it felt like. I think we're in the American side now. I think we're in the final part.
My name is Chuck Walker. I've been attached to the First Army, the Big Red One, for a long time now. I fought in North Africa and Sicily. I landed in Normandy on D-Day. Every day I fight to save my life and the lives of my men. I'm proud we're on the front lines. I know none of us are going home until the Germans surrender completely, and we want to be right there when it happens. That's why Aachen is so important. It's time to take this fight right to Germany, where it began. This isn't about medals or honor. Those things don't matter when you're fighting for your life. This is about winning the war. And fighting with the Big Red One has taught me you win a war by surviving it. And that means killing the Germans before they kill me.
Amen. When he said medal and honor there, I don't know if I was the only one who got that, but like, well, it reminded me of the Medal of Honor series of games. I think they would have been pretty prolific around this time. 2000 and early 2000s.
The Germans in the town square are cut off from their command and control. But those old buildings are solid enough to resist shelling. Orders are to escort the M12 to the town square, clearing buildings of German resistance on the way. Once we're inside the city hall, the M12 will blow the sumbitch to pieces. Stay close behind the tanks for cover and protect them from German anti-armor. We lose the Shermans and we're all dead.
Oh, okay.
Let's saddle up and get it done.
Sarge, some of those old buildings are too fortified for the tanks to take out. What are we gonna do about them?
Relax, Benny. We're gonna knock them all down.
All right, I like it. Got the freaking Thompson and the M1 Garand. Here we go. Oh, yeah, okay. This is the level I was waiting for, or the area. I kind of have a feeling, if I remember correctly from like playing this game as a kid, I'm fairly certain that the American portion of this game, like the last third of the game, if you just broke it down by like the different countries, I think it's like as long, if not a little bit longer than the Russian portion. Whoa. Jeez. Because I'm pretty sure there's this mission where you're escorting these tanks. I think there's a mission where you play as an American tanker. I remember that. And then I think there's like one more where you come back and you're like taking the last bridge or something like that they were talking about in the intro. Oh, I died. Jeez. Like I said, here, I'm gonna adjust myself. You get. Oh no, I kicked. Dang it. Are we okay? If you've tuned into my previous episodes, you know that the setup that I have to record the GameCube is just really janky. I think I have to adjust it again. Oh my gosh. Technical difficulties, right? Oh my goodness gracious. Come on, really? That's what you get for buying the cheapest freaking piece of crap thing off of Amazon you could find. My goodness. Yeah, you remember when you were a kid and you went over to a sleepover and your buddy's crap wasn't working right? Just pretend that that's the memory that you just like sank into right there. You're just having a flashback. Basically what it is, I have an AV to HDMI converter, but it's literally just like one of the cheap ones you get off of Amazon. And yeah, it's just not working very good. Every time I freaking, basically every time I touch the cords or whatever, it, breaks, really. Like, the footage just goes all haywire. That still doesn't look right. Son of a gun. It just feels to me like it looks a lot darker now than it did when we were first going in, but that could just be me. It might just be that it's one of those darker areas of the game. Whoa, that's terrifying. Saving Private Ryan for real, am I right? The Thompson is pretty, like, awesome, actually. I could get a Panzerschreck now. Panzer is based. Ooh. Yeah, that was the one downside. I remember reading it in the instruction booklet. Ooh, a bar? A BAR? A bar? A BAR? Hell yeah, I'll take the BAR over an M1 Garand, I think. BAR plus Thompson, that's a pretty deadly combo. Hopefully I can find some more ammo for it, though. Okay, but where are they? Oh. There's one. There's two. Is that it? Am I the only one who thinks it's a little ironic, though, that, like, we played an entire Russian tank mission where, like, I had no ground support as a tank, and I just had to deal with it. So it's funny that there's, like, an entire mission now. Oh no, dude, the tanks are about to freaking get blown up. Dude, are we about to lose it? Mission failed. M12 has been destroyed. Okay, cool. Here's what I'm freaking... Okay. Lord have mercy. That is just ridiculous. I am behind the tank. Ping. Classic M1 ping. Am I right? Yeah, gosh, I have so many memories of, like, because it's kind of like I've mentioned, if you've tuned into some of the previous episodes of this, you've no doubt heard me talk about how, like, horrible I was at video games when I was younger, especially around the time I first got this game. And, man, I just remember, like, spending, like, you know, all night trying to play through, like, one mission because I just kept dying because I was just, you know, not really very good at these kinds of video games. And, This is definitely one of those objectives where I had to play through it a lot. I remember spending like days on this one mission. I'm hoping it doesn't take days to finish it this time though, in my adulthood. I'd like to think I'm a lot better at video games. we talk about how the only real hang up with this game is the controls. I mean, that is true, but like, you know, you still have to have some skill, right? That's what everybody's saying right now in their head. They're like, he's just making excuses. He just isn't good at video games. And I'm like, well, I encourage you to go buy a GameCube and pick up a copy of Call of Duty Finest Hour. And experience it along with me. Is there still the BAR at the bottom of the stairs? Nope. That's alright. We'll go with the M1 over here. Oh, jeez. You gotta take out those Panzer Shreks. Well, where's the other one? Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's one in the front, couple on the sides. Yeah, they don't really have checkpoints in the same way that you have in, like, modern games, you know? Basically, if you see a save screen, if you see a loading screen, that's basically like your checkpoint. Like, that's where it's gonna start you back up again. Yeah, we're definitely going to be using a lot of health packs, I'm telling you that much. Get out of the way, dude. Love the Thompson, man. Come on. Cannot beat it. I like it a lot. I actually like it a lot. I'd say it's better than the MP40 and the Sten, too. Second, I think it's my second favorite in the game next to the Papasha. The Papasha is just so fun. That rate of fire is, like, absurd. When you're, like, room clearing, it's amazing. Ooh. Oh, okay, so you really have to wait for them to blow up the machine guns. Oh my goodness, dude. I'm about to get blown up again. Yep, I figured as much. Oh my gosh. This is literally the first area, and I'm just like absolutely just having a horrible time with it. If you probably can tell, as you could probably tell, I'm getting pretty frustrated. I think patience probably is really the name of the game on this one, because like it seems like every corner you freaking pass through, you've got machine gun nests that you need to just wait for these tanks to like blow up. Yep, I'm just gonna chill. Basically just gonna relax. We'll take it nice and slow. Yeah, man, I'm getting like serious flashbacks of just like back in the day, going to sleepovers and playing video games with friends and stuff. I have a lot of fond memories of that kind of thing, and I'm talking like way back in the day. I remember there was a point in my life where, like, I didn't have a cell phone until I was like a teenager, and when I was a kid, you know, we're talking like mid 2000s kind of thing, early to mid 2000s. I would have to like whenever I would get to a friend's house, for a sleepover, I would have to like dial my home phone on my friend's landline so that I could like check in with my mom. I was one of those kinds of kids. We had that that rule if I went out to like, you know, play for the day and stuff like that, had to be home before the street lights came on. Even like even after I ended up getting my GameCube, my first console, I would still like I was an outdoor kid for a lot of years. I loved riding my bike around my neighborhood, like going to parks and stuff like that when I was young. And I remember I have this really vivid memory. I want to say that I was probably like, gosh, I don't know, 10 or 11 maybe. Pretty young, you know. And I have this memory of taking a friend of mine, like my best friend at the time, and I was like, yeah, let's go ride some bikes, you know, we'll just have a good time. And it's funny because where I went, you know, we lived in a little suburb, right? And I took my friend and we rode our bikes probably like 10 blocks outside of the suburb, outside of the little neighborhood. And we were like on a main road, like in the town that I lived in. And I remember, you won't believe this, right? But basically what happened was I was, sorry, I'm trying to focus here. Let me just get these guys real quick before I finish the story. That way I gotta lock in here. Okay, so there's the one. There was one over here. I'm like, are you seriously telling me that these freaking tanks can't, like, defend themselves like that? Like, it's so absurd to me. It's just such a stupid, like... And it's, like, my responsibility to freaking take out, like, 5 of these Panzerschreck guys, and they just can't do anything. Okay. Yeah, I remember why this was like one of my least favorite. I remember why this is one of my least favorite levels as a kid. So what I'm gonna do, I'm definitely gonna pause this one again and then skip forward because I'm not gonna make you deal with that. We're gonna just see if I can't pass through that little area. So I will check back in a moment. Okay, we're back. It only took me like 3 other tries. Jeez Louise. So I basically just neutralized those Panzer Shreks that were right here at this area. I didn't go any further than that. There's a lot of guys over there. But anyway, to finish the story I was telling, so I was like 10 or 11 years old, and one of my friends, I took my best friend on a bike ride, and we went out, and we rode our bikes to this main road that was like next to our little neighborhood, our little suburb that we lived in. And you would not believe this, but as I was riding my bike down the sidewalk of this main road, my freaking mom pulls up next to us in our family's like minivan, and just scolds me so much because, you know, I wasn't supposed to be that far away from home, and I definitely wasn't supposed to be near any main roads, right? And so I got in a lot of trouble for that. But those are just the silly things that we do when we're kids, right? I loved riding bikes. I would ride so many bikes. Or, that's a really weird way. That's not really what I was trying to say. I would ride bikes so often. I would ride so many bikes. I mean, I had a few bikes when I was growing up, but not any more than any normal kid, I guess. Yeah, bike riding was fun. I always kind of I was a really weird kid. I've always kind of had this fascination with like maps, and if you believe this, right, when I was younger, I would actually draw maps of our neighborhoods, like with all the streets and like all the parks and stuff like that, all the walking paths and everything. I would sit around and just like draw little maps, and I thought it was pretty fun, you know. I would like to go on these, like when I was a kid on the weekends, I'd go on like all day little adventures, just riding my bike around the neighborhood, going to different parks and stuff. I like to sort of like try to figure out how many parks was in the area. Oh my goodness. Oh dude, I'm like out of ammo on everything. Dude, this is really bad. And I'm almost dead. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this ain't going great. This is a really tough freaking level, man. Like, I'm telling you. Man, even as like an adult, this is still giving me a lot of trouble. I remember getting really frustrated with this level as a kid. It took me like weeks to get through this. And it stands to reason. Dude, I don't have any ammo left for anything. I am like totally screwed. Can I... Jeez. This is like a real Saving Private Ryan moment, like at the end when it's all that like climactic battle scene and the guys are like fighting each other with knives and stuff in the hallway or whatever. Like this totally reminds me of that. This is really frustrating. I'm gonna fail anyways because they keep blowing up the... Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Let's see where it puts me back to, because I'll probably just pause the recording again and try to get further. Yep, like I figured. Look at this, guys. Can you... It's like I told you, right? There are no like checkpoints midway through the levels. Like you go from loading screen to loading screen, and that's what it is. And if you die like in the very middle of a level, like where I just was, you're screwed, right? And there's no way for the tank to get his health back. Like, geez, that's ridiculous. This is so far has taken the cake for being the most pauses and restarts in the recording of all of the episodes so far. So let me pause again, and I'll go on without you. That way you don't have to sit through all that crap, and I'll see you again in a minute. Okay, we are back. We got through that little area. I went a little bit further ahead and forgot to restart the recording, but I am not going back. Gosh. It is just as frustrating as it was when I was a child. So yeah, about where we are here is we're clearing a basement. Ooh, I'm at half health. No healing items.
They've tunneled between the buildings.
They have tunneled between the buildings. Can I not pick up that? I lost my... There we go. I lost my last Thompson because it ran out of ammo and I switched it out for an MP40. Yeah, we are just hucking grenades.
Beats running around the streets.
I just, oh my gosh, I really hate escort missions. In any video game, really. What I really need right now is some heals. Oh my goodness. The AI on my freaking comrades is absolute garbage. Look at that. He can't even... Ugh. Oh, okay, cool. That's not too bad.
They've tunneled between the buildings.
Okay, let's try this again. Now, what would really be cool is if it replenished the health bar of the tank. I just really hope that this mission's almost over, because that tank is not going to survive much longer.
Beats running around in the streets.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, I'm trying to really lock in, but like, wow. Locking in this game looks a lot different than it does with like a modern shooter. don't know if it's maybe just me, but it definitely does seem like the difficulty is scaling as we kind of go, as we kind of get further and further in the game. Like, I feel like it's just been a lot tougher on these levels than it was like on the first part with the when you were playing as the Soviets. I mean, I just don't know what the heck to do, guys. Like, come on. Oh. Okay. 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 Jeez. Alrighty. Well, according to my timer, we are like just about right there when it comes to our time for today. Yeah, stressful episode. Holy crap. The most recording pauses I've had to do in any of these episodes, like by far. But I mean, yeah, that's about where we're at with it. Yeah, I'm trying to look here. We have our first recording was about 10 minutes. Second recording was 25, so that's 35 minutes plus 5 minutes for the last recording. That's 40 plus about another 10 minutes on this one. So, I mean, if my math is correct, we're at about 50 minutes, which sounds about good to me. Definitely getting harder, man. The difficulty is definitely getting a bit scaled up on this. So yeah, I hope you had a good time. Hope you had your pizza and some sodas. Just unwind, you know, from the week. Yeah, I think, man, I don't know. I mean, we've just started the American portion of the game. So I wonder if it's going to be as long as the first part or if it's going to be a little longer or what. Not really quite too sure how many more episodes we'll have of Finest Hour. It seems like another two or so, I'm hoping. 3 maybe, just really depends. Yeah, I've got some pretty I've got some other cool games planned that I think you guys are going to enjoy. I've got like a short list of different games that I'm going to be doing for Nostalgia Pizza Party Friday nights. I think we're probably going to drop the Blockbuster, you know, just in case. But yeah, definitely. I've got a short list of stuff that I'm going to be recording. I'm more than willing to hear some suggestions. If you guys have any specific games that maybe you played when you were younger that kind of tickled your fancy. Obviously, you know, I want to try to keep it like physical games. Like I have this GameCube. It doesn't necessarily have to be GameCube games, but just like, you know, in the near term, working with the setup that I have a GameCube, and then I've got my Xbox. I also have a PlayStation 5 as well too. I mean, I've kind of got a lot of options here. I don't know, PS5s are kind of weird though, because I was looking at trying to like get some like old PS3 games on it, but I don't think like I tried to buy Battlefield 3 off of PlayStation 5. Now this was before the servers got shut down, because the BF3 servers on console got shut down just recently. I tried to buy a copy before the servers got shut down and it wouldn't let me purchase it. It said that I wasn't able to purchase, I don't think you're allowed to purchase PS3 titles through the PS5 store. I think just PS4 and PS5. Xbox, on the other hand, you can still go back through and you can even buy like some original Xbox titles. Gosh, one of these days, I'd like to eventually do some stuff with like all 3 of the Elder Scrolls games that I've played and really enjoyed, like Skyrim down to Oblivion and then even back through to Morrowind. I think that would be super cool, and I have all of those games as well. Not sure if it would be like a full-on, like, full playthroughs of those. That would, you know, we'll just have to play it by ear. But yeah, I'm more than willing to hear your guys' suggestions and see if there's anything that would like tickle your nostalgia bone that you would like to see on the Nostalgia Pizza Party Friday nights. Maybe we could do like some one-off episodes of some viewer submissions, bearing in mind that, you know, obviously there are some technical limitations to what I can do as of right now. I would love to be able to go out and buy all of the old consoles, you know, PS2s, PS1s, SNESs, Nintendo 64s, and then all the different games for them. But now we're in that really weird sort of era where the games are starting to get pretty expensive for a lot of these old ones as well too. At least, you know, the better games, right? But with that being said, I hope you have a good rest of your week, good rest of your weekend. Definitely, if you have not already, I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications. That way you can tune in next week. You can see all the other content that we drop as well. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.